The Champions League is back with a bang. From compact stadiums in unexpected locations to gigantic arenas that strike fear into visiting teams, we explore every venue that will echo the champions over the coming months. Moving from the smallest grounds to the biggest, we present all 36 stadiums on the road to the final at Madrid's Estadio Metropolitano. Here we go. StadiumDB.com presents UEFA Champions League Stadiums Season 2026-2027. We start almost inside the Arctic Circle at Aspmyra Stadion, home of Bodø. With just over 8,000 seats, it is the smallest ground in the entire field. Stadium has 4 separate stands, while the artificial pitch is a practical necessity in the harsh climate of northern Norway. Next is Stadio Giuseppe Sinigaglia, one of the most spectacularly located stadiums. It sits almost directly on the shore of Lake Como, squeezed between the water and dense city development. That beautiful setting also makes every expansion difficult to meet UEFA requirements. Lyse Arena in Stavanger is another compact, purpose-built football ground. The stands rise directly from the edge of the artificial pitch, creating a much more enclosed atmosphere than its modest capacity might suggest. The stadium opened in 2004 and has since been altered several times. Opened in 2023, Raiffeisen Arena is one of the newest stadiums on this list. Most of the ground has 2 tiers, while LASK's most vocal supporters occupy a large single-tier stand behind one goal. UEFA configuration reduces that figure to just over 17,000. Prague's Fortuna Arena is the largest club stadium in the Czech capital. Its 4 steep, fully covered stands form a compact rectangular bowl, keeping spectators close to the field. Opened in 2008 on the site of the old Eden Stadium, it later hosted the 2023 UEFA Europa Conference League final. Estadio de la Cerámica has stood on the same site in Villarreal for more than a century. Surrounded tightly by residential streets, the stadium's latest transformation connected the previously uneven stands with a continuous roof and gave the exterior its distinctive yellow ceramic facade. Tehelné in Breydelstadion stands on exactly the same site as Slovakia's historic national stadium. The new arena, opened in 2019, replaced the old athletic-style ground with a much tighter football bowl. Fully covered stands and enclosed corners make it more modern and compact than its predecessor. Jan Breydel Stadium in Brugge opened in 1975 and still has the unmistakable appearance of a stadium from that era. Its 4 stands form a traditional enclosed bowl, with additional upper tiers behind both goals added ahead of Euro 2000. Athens Allwyn Arena opened in 2022. It is one of the newest football stadiums in this Champions League. Steep double-tiered stands, enclosed corners, and a roof covering the entire bowl create an extremely compact interior for 32,500 spectators. Sabah in the league phase will use Tofik Baramov Republican Stadium in Baku as Qarabağ in the past. The arena opened in 1951 after construction was interrupted by World War II, and its elongated bowl is surrounded by an athletics track. Philips Stadion has occupied the same site in central Eindhoven for more than a century. Instead of being replaced, it has grown piece by piece, with its distinctive enclosed corners completing the current bowl in the late 1990s and early 2000s. PSV is now preparing a transformation to push capacity beyond 50,000. Villa Park looks very different this season because one entire end is effectively a construction site. The north stand is closed while Aston Villa expands it from around 5,000 to roughly 12,000 seats. That temporarily reduces capacity to just over 37,000 before the stadium grows beyond 50,000 ahead of Euro 2028. Stade Bollaert-Delelis is unusual because its capacity of more than 38,000 is actually greater than the population of Linz itself. 4 huge, steep stands surround the pitch in a very traditional rectangular layout. Before Euro 2016, the old roof was replaced. Shakhtar Donetsk will play its Champions League home games at Stamford Bridge in London. Chelsea's stadium holds only around 40,000 spectators and is tightly boxed in by railway lines, roads, and surrounding buildings. That restricted footprint explains its steep, irregular stands and also why expanding is so difficult. De Kuip is by far the oldest stadium in this part of the ranking. Opened in 1937, its elegant double-tiered steel bowl was revolutionary at the time because spectators could watch without columns blocking their view. A roof was added in the 1990s. Leipzig's Red Bull Arena is literally a stadium built inside another stadium. The modern 47,800-seat bowl was constructed inside the enormous earth embankments of the old Centralstadion. From outside, visitors still climb through the historic outer structure before descending into the much smaller modern arena sitting in its center. Parc des Princes is one of Europe's most recognizable concrete stadiums. Roger Taillibert's 1972 design is defined by 50 distinctive curved concrete ribs wrapping around the entire building. The compact double-tiered bowl has changed surprisingly little in more than half a century. Lille's Stade Pierre-Mauroy is one of the most technically unusual stadiums in Europe. Its roof can close completely, while half of the football pitch can slide over the other half. This allows the same building to transform from a 50,000-seat football stadium into a venue for basketball, tennis, and major concerts. Before we move on to the biggest stadiums on the list, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our next stadium videos and help us build the biggest stadium community in the world. Thanks! Estadio do Dragão was built ahead of Euro 2004 as the successor to Porto's old Estadio das Antas. Its two large tiers curve continuously around the pitch. The arena was inaugurated in 2003 and quickly became one of Portugal's most recognizable modern grounds. Sporting's Estadio José Alvalade is currently undergoing its biggest transformation since opening in 2003. The deep moat that once separated supporters from the pitch has been removed and replaced with additional rows of seats, pushing capacity towards approximately 52,000. Fenerbahçe's Shukri Saracoğlu Stadyumu was effectively rebuilt stand by stand between 1999 and 2006. The result is a very steep, enclosed football bowl with two large tiers on each side. Its location in the dense Kadıköy district also leaves almost no space for major outward expansion. Galatasaray's Reims Park was built into the hilly terrain of Sarantepe in Istanbul. Its steep double-tiered stands and enclosed corners create a much tighter interior than the club's old Ali Sami Yen Stadium could offer. Opened in 2011, the arena holds more than 52,000 spectators and is surrounded by extensive infrastructure incorporated partly into the artificial hillside. Stadio Diego Armando Maradona still carries many characteristics of a traditional Italian multi-purpose stadium. The steel roof was added around the 1990 World Cup. A major redevelopment now proposed by the city would finally remove the track, add new lower stands, and extend the roof towards the field. MHP Arena has changed dramatically, despite originally opening back in 1933. The athletics track was removed, the pitch was lowered, and completely new stands were constructed. Another major renovation completed in 2024 rebuilt much of the main stand while preserving the arena's distinctive white membrane roof. Arsenal's Emirates Stadium is formed by a smooth four-tier bowl beneath a large translucent roof. The roof is supported by huge steel trusses and concrete cores, leaving much of the exterior visually open. Opened in 2006, it remains one of the largest club grounds in London with a capacity of just over 60,000. Manchester City's Etihad Stadium is completing another major transformation. The expanded north stand adds a huge new single upper tier and pushes overall capacity beyond 60,000. The project also changes the stadium's silhouette, with a skybar and roofwalk experience incorporated above the new seating. At Anfield, decades of redevelopment are clearly visible in the shape of the stadium. The enormous main stand and recently expanded Anfield Road stand now tower over the older Kop and Sir Kenny Dalglish stand. Capacity is reaching more than 61,000 seats. The new Spotify Camp Nou is still effectively a stadium under construction. Barcelona currently uses the completed lower sections with around 62,600 seats available, while the enormous new third tier continues to rise above them. 46 steel supports for the future roof have now been installed, giving a first real indication of the scale of the finished 105,000-seat arena. Stadio Olimpico is a vast, open-feeling stadium where the distance between the stands and the pitch is immediately noticeable. The sweeping oval terraces are interrupted by two large curved ends, while the continuous roof is floating above the bowl on a system of cables and slender supports. Real Betis temporarily plays at Estadio La Cartua, which looks completely different after its recent redevelopment. The athletics track was removed, the pitch was lowered, and a new ring of seating was constructed much closer to the field. Capacity has risen to around 70,000. Riyadh Air Metropolitano combines the remains of Madrid's old La Pineda Stadium with an almost completely new structure built around it. Its most recognizable feature is the enormous oval roof, which appears to float above the stands and covers around 96% of the seats. Capacity has gradually increased to almost 71,000. Old Trafford has grown through repeated expansions. 3 sides now feature enormous multi-tiered stands, while the south stand remains noticeably lower because of the railway line running directly behind it. There are plans to build a new stadium with a capacity of 100,000 in the future. Allianz Arena is one of the easiest stadiums in the world to recognize from the outside. Its facade consists of thousands of inflated EFTA panels that can be illuminated to transform the entire building after dark. Inside, 3 continuous tiers form an extremely regular bowl with more than 75,000 places for domestic matches. Few stadiums look as imposing as San Siro. Its massive concrete towers support 3 enormous tiers, while 4 gigantic red roof trusses stretch across the top of the building. Despite this legendary piece of infrastructure may soon cease to exist. Both Milan clubs are planning a new stadium next to Meazza, which is set to be demolished. Rebuilt Santiago Bernabéu is now wrapped almost completely in a flowing stainless steel facade. Beneath it sits a retractable roof and one of football's most extraordinary engineering systems. The entire pitch can disappear. Together with a 360-degree video screen, these systems make Bernabéu one of the most technologically advanced stadiums ever built. Finally, Signal Iduna Park remains the largest stadium in this entire group. Its 4 enormous stands are connected by distinctive yellow corner pylons, while the single-tier Sud Tribune alone holds almost 25,000 supporters during domestic matches. Known as the Yellow Wall, it is the largest standing terrace in European top-flight football and the defining feature of the Dortmund Stadium. In 2027, the Champions League final will be played at Estadio Metropolitano in Madrid. Who will reach Madrid on June 5th? Share your predictions in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.